What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a new video. As you can see, we're doing a mukbang, and I'm doing a mukbang with a very special guest today. This is mukbang YouTuber known as BenDeen. He actually lives in South Korea, and he's Korean American like me, so we're kind of able to relate to each other. But I thought it would be cool to invite him over, do a mukbang, and also do a kind of interview thing as well. So yeah, without further ado, enjoy this mukbang interview, minterview, whatever you want to call it.
Minterview.
Sorry, Ben, do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, well, I'm BenDeen, and I live in Korea, Seoul, Korea, like Terry said, and I make YouTube videos, mostly revolving around food, so.
The best kind of videos.
Anyway, we got some Mexican food, right? So.
Yeah, what did you get?
I got a burrito, a shrimp burrito.
And I got, what did I get? I don't even remember what I got. Oh yeah, we also got some quesadillas. So I don't know. Oh my god.
There it is.
Well, there's a quesadilla. The table's clean, so don't worry.
And here is my burrito.
Oh, actually, dude, that's pretty big.
Decent size.
Yeah,
decent size.
not too bad.
Looking pretty good here.
And I got a chicken burrito, I believe. That is the extent of my knowledge. And yeah, we're just gonna kind of share these quesadillas and dig in. I've never had this place before. This place is a place called Cactus. I wanted to get like tacos from this place called Gusto's Tacos, which is really good place, recommended in Seoul, but they just sold out of food, so I'm a little disappointed about that.
Yeah, that's a bummer, man. Usually they are open till 9, but
yeah,
I guess they sold out early today, so it must be good. Maybe I'll eat there later.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
We also have some Pepsi. Can't go wrong with that. And if we need, also have a big bottle of water here as well.
Gotta have the water.
But yeah, so before we just start out, I'm gonna ask some questions, and if you guys want to watch the full, mukbang, be sure to head over to Ben's channel. This video is just gonna more or less include, like questions that I have for Ben, and just in a way be a way for you guys to kind of get to know Ben, check him out, and hopefully you will check him out afterwards and watch some of his videos. But yeah, let me just take a bite of this really quickly. I'm really curious to see
try that.
what this tastes like. I don't know why they gave us forks. What are we? I guess for the quesadillas. Right?
No, man, I don't think so. I think it's just Korean style.
Just Korean style. All right. So you want to try yours as well?
Yeah.
Wait, what were we gonna do? We were gonna share these up, right? Or something? Or did you want to do that, or did you want to?
Yeah. Well, let's share like. I think we're gonna share these actually.
Okay.
But I don't think it really matters too much.
Yeah. Well, you can have quesadilla as well. I'm a nice guy.
You like shrimp?
I like to share. I do like shrimp. Shrimp's good.
You can have the other half if you want. Yeah. We can just try a little everything.
Yeah. Why don't we just try everything? As Shakira said in that one song.
All right.
Dang, this looks good though. All right.
Let's go in for a bite.
Let's try it out. And this only has chicken and cheese and like some spices. That's actually just the way I like my quesadilla. I don't like it with too much stuff.
Man, this is really good.
Oh, yours is good?
Yeah. I was really hungry. I didn't know. Sometimes you don't know how hungry you are until you start eating,
Yeah.
But man.
Here, why don't you grab a quesadilla just for later if you want.
All right. This quesadilla is pretty good as well.
Yeah. Kind of small, but still better than like what you get at Taco Bell, I think.
Yeah.
The chicken really tastes good. Anyway, but yeah.
That is good.
So the first question, I guess it's not really like I'm asking first question, second question. I just kind of want to more have like a conversation.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But yeah, so what exactly brought you to Korea? How long have you been here? Stuff like that. Just tell me a little bit about your story coming here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I was actually adopted from Korea. I was born here, but when I was like 5 months old, I was adopted. And so I grew up my whole life in America. And I always knew about my Korean side, but I didn't really investigate it, or I didn't have an interest in it. So
that's kind of like me. Yeah. I didn't get into it until like a little bit later into my years. So like, were you growing up? Were you like just thought of yourself as like a normal like American boy, not like an Asian boy, or how did you see yourself?
That's kind of really tricky because like when it comes to personality, I saw myself completely as an American. My parents are 100% American, white Americans. And I lived in a very small town with not much diversity. So,
sure.
Yeah, I mean, when it came to that, I just saw myself as American, but I always knew that I looked different than everyone else. So, I mean, that was always in the back of my mind. But it wasn't something that really made me, make me want to take another step in discovering that side of me until, a couple years ago. Because that's when I came here.
Yeah, that's because I know for me, like growing up, I'm half Korean, half, white myself. And I was growing up in a pretty much American, white-dominated neighborhood. And I wanted to kind of discard. I wasn't really proud of my Asian side because I was like one of the few Asians growing up.
Yeah.
So I always tried to act more white, do whatever the cool kids were doing, the white kids were doing. Because that was the half that I guess I identified more with at the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I can relate to that 100%. I mean, same thing with me.
I know how you feel. Not getting into it until later, it just hits you.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know more about my background,
Definitely.
Yeah, we should try out some sauces for the
sour cream.
Sour cream, and what's this one? Maybe spicy.
It looks like ketchup, but
ketchup.
Kind of hot sauce. Yeah, it must be hot sauce.
Ketchup, hot sauce. I think it's just ketchup, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
For what?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. It's got some tomatoes in it. Or is it hot sauce?
It smells like ketchup. Yeah. I'm sure there's some hot sauce in there.
But that's really cool that you got back. Well, not back. You got into your Korean side, or at least your background. So you decided you wanted to come to Korea.
Yeah.
And I guess look for your family, right? As well as learn about the culture.
Yeah, that was one of my main goals, that I wanted to learn, meet my birth parents, and I also have a biological brother in Korea. And growing up, I never saw any pictures or anything of them. So.
Never?
Yeah, I even asked like the adoption agency, and they said we don't have anything to give you. Like, we can't show you anything. So.
How did you initially come in contact or find out about your family?
Well, I always knew about them. My parents in America, they always were completely open and honest about it, which I really, appreciate. But, when I got really interested in the whole, my Korean side, I just emailed the adoption agency, and then they contacted my birth parents, and that's how I got the ball rolling. But it was kind of a slow process, actually. And even now, I have met my biological brother once, but I've never met my birth parents. So.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Something I want to do.
So you're still like working on getting into that though? It's like one of your goals, I imagine, that you're
definitely. Yeah. And for me, before I came to Korea, I didn't know any Korean whatsoever. I don't know about you.
I knew a little bit because I self-taught myself, and I've heard Korean from my mom, but I didn't hear it a lot.
Yeah.
So I knew a little bit. I'm better now than when I first came here. That's for sure.
Yeah, for me, I didn't know anything, and when I wanted, when I set the goal to meet my birth parents, I figured that they wouldn't know any English, and maybe I could get some kind of translator. Well, I wasn't even sure if I could meet them, but I figured that if I were to be able to meet them, I wanted to speak to them in Korean. So I studied Korean at a Korean college here for about a year and a half.
Wow,
and so
really?
I'm able to communicate in Korean, like survival level,
So wait, you've been in Korea for like how long then? Like a year, almost 2 years?
Like 2.5 years now, actually.
Oh, so you've been here ever since 2.5 years?
Yeah.
Dang. But you only, I think you told me before we started filming, you only did the interviews. I mean, not the interview. Before we started filming the interview, you only got into the YouTube stuff like what, a few months, like 4, 5, 6
No,
months
it
ago?
was like 8 months ago.
8 months ago. Okay. So, yeah, if you guys haven't seen any of his mukbangs, like I'd be surprised because his channel's been blowing up lately. Like his mukbangs. He does like pizza mukbangs, chicken mukbangs, all kinds of
Korean food,
Korean food, all kinds of stuff. Yeah,
foreign food when I can, international food. So I try to eat a little bit of everything.
Yeah, so definitely be sure to check him out. But that's really cool about your backstory and stuff like that, and that's something like I can definitely relate to, and that's like one of the things I wanted to talk to you, and why I wanted to like do a collab with you, get to know you, because just man, being of Korean descent, but then like not really growing up knowing it, and then finally growing your roots, I guess, and getting to know it, coming to Korea for that reason.
Yeah.
So something I can definitely relate with. Yeah, guys, if you don't already know, like I already said, like I'm half Korean, but my background is kind of like Ben's in a way. I knew I was Korean, I knew I was, different, but I never really pursued or was interested in learning about my background because of, my surroundings. I wanted to fit in with the people around me, and because of that, it wasn't really until I hit my later years in high school and college that I really realized, I met more Korean people, more Asian people, and I started to connect more and realized actually I'm more curious about this side of me. And so I self-taught myself, just like Ben, some Korean about the culture. And now here we are, two Korean Americans who had no background in Korean stuff. And now we're still pretty new at Korean stuff, but I'd say we're doing a lot better.
There,
yeah, we're getting there. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to stop the video here. I just wanted to quickly introduce you to Ben. He's a really cool dude. I'm going to be hanging out with him more often, so you might see him in some of my future vids. But if you guys want to watch the full video and watch us eat this scrumptious, delicious taco, quesadilla, and burrito, what kind of shrimp burrito, don't get it twisted, then head over to Ben's channel, subscribe to him, follow his Instagram because he actually takes some really good photography pictures.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I was checking that out the other day. But and guys, please don't comment below. I shipped these two. I know you were doing that in like the Ujung video that I filmed before. Okay, like why does everybody want to ship like two guys? I don't know. That's like a funny thing.
Don't even think about it.
But yeah, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the full video on Ben's channel. Links below in the description. Now I will see you in the next video. Good night.
Peace.